We're going to be looking at question 1 from the trial exam. So this question was a partial fractions question. We were given this function here and asked to write it as this form here. So starting off, we're going to do our long division. So on the outside of our bus stop, we've got the denominator, x squared minus 2x minus 15. And then inside that, we're going to write the numerator, x to the power of 4 plus 2x cubed minus 29x squared minus 47x plus 77. So from marking your papers, you all did really well on this part, but I am going to just go through it anyway. So we're going to start by dividing the first term with the highest power by the first term with the highest power on the from inside the bus stop by the term with the highest power from the outside of the bus stop. So x to the power of 4 divided by x squared, that is equal to x squared. So I'm just going to write that at the top here. I'm just writing that on top of my x squared term. And then I'm going to multiply this x squared by the expression outside of the bus stop, so by the denominator. So I get x to the power of 4, subtract 2x cubed, subtract 15x squared. So I've just multiplied this expression by x squared. Then we're going to subtract this from the expression inside the bus stop. So our x to the power of 4 is cancel. 2x cubed subtract negative 2x cubed, that's 4x cubed. Negative 29x squared subtract negative 15x squared, that's negative 14x squared. And then we're just going to bring these down because we're subtracting 0 from these. We're then going to do 4x cubed divided by the term with the highest power, so dividing by x squared, and we get 4x. We're going to now multiply 4x by the expression outside of the bus stop. We get 4x cubed, subtract 8x squared, subtract 60x, and we're going to subtract this expression from this one. So my 4x cubes cancel. Negative 14x squared subtract negative 8x squared, that's negative 6x squared. Negative 47x subtract 60x, that is 13x. And then 77 subtract 0 is 77. I'm now going to divide negative 6x squared by x squared, and I get negative 6, and then multiplying this expression by negative 6. I get negative 6x squared plus 12x plus 90. 77 subtract 90, 13x subtract 12x, that is x. Obviously the minus 6x squared are cancelled. 77 subtract 90, that is negative 13. So we've done x squared subtract 2x minus, we've done this expression divided by that expression. We get this expression here, but then we've got to divide x minus 13, our remainder, by x squared minus 2x minus 15 to complete our answer. So using partial fractions, well, first of all, factorising this denominator, this is equal to x subtract 13 over x subtract 5 times x plus 3. And with our knowledge of partial fractions, we know that this is equal to v over x plus 3 plus w over x minus 5. And then if we multiply both sides of our equation, by x minus 5 times x plus 3, we get x minus 13 is equal to v times x minus 5 plus w times x plus 3. If I expand these brackets, x minus 13, that's equal to vx minus 5v plus wx plus 3w. Now we're going to compare coefficients. So comparing our x coefficients, I've got 1 is equal to v plus w. Then comparing our constants, I've got that negative 13 is equal to negative 5v plus 3w. So I've got two equations here. I'm going to solve these simultaneous equations. I'm going to call this equation 1, this equation 2. If I rearrange equation 1 to get v equals 1 minus w, I'm going to call that equation 3. I'm now going to sub equation 3 into equation 2 to solve that simultaneous equation. And I get negative 13 equals negative 5 times 1 minus w plus 3w. So negative 13 equals negative 5 plus 5w plus 3w. So negative 13 is equal to negative 5 plus 8w. Add 5 to both sides. I get negative 8 is equal to 8w. Divide both sides by 8. I get negative 1 is equal to w. So then sub w equals negative 1 into equation 1. We get 1 is equal to v plus negative 1, which means that v is equal to 2. So we've got v is equal to 2, w is equal to negative 1, which means that we can write our answer as fx is equal to x squared plus 4x minus 6, which is what we found when we did our long division. And then we've got plus 2 times x minus 5. That's our value of, is it w or is it b? That's our value of b. And then subtract w times x plus 3. So that is our answer. And just to make it really clear to the examiner, I'm going to write down my values of P, Q, R, V and W. So P was 1, Q was 4, R was negative 6, V was 2, W is negative 1.